I am here today with Peter Davison, the Fifth Doctor, live from Los Angeles. Peter, first of all, we'd like to welcome you.
Thank you.
I know it's not your first visit, but it's always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
Now you've just arrived in LA straight off of a cruise ship, where you were
that's
traveling
correct,
around on the Pacific Ocean. Could you tell us a little about that?
Well, it was very wet. It was very wet and very windy. We left from Los Angeles, I think, last Monday, and we tried several times to get to Catalina, but we failed to do so. And so we had lots of fun days at sea. And then eventually, I think we landed in Mexico for a few hours. And in between time, we had we had meals and mixed with the various fans who were on board the ship.
How did you enjoy Mexico? What did you see there?
I saw a Mexican police box, so I took a shot at that, me by sitting next to that. That was fun. And I think they'd really set it up as a kind of tourist trap, Ensenada, so bought a lot of touristy things.
Mm. The cruise very relaxing?
Well, it was. Unfortunately, we had fairly rough seas. I was advised before I came on the cruise I didn't need any seasick tablets or anything like that. But as it turned out, I think probably we should have bought more of those things because we were rocking about a bit.
Now that was you and a couple of other celebrity guests and just a small cadre of fans.
Yes.
How do you like that experience as opposed to the convention experience?
Well, the advantage of it is it didn't feel like a convention. I think the fans who were on board the ship are here, and I think everyone slips into convention mode when they get here. So it was nice from that point of view. I don't know whether it's really down to the fans whether they enjoyed it. It was an interesting experience. I mean, it was very nice. We had a lot of laughs. We laughed a lot, although mostly I have to admit in adversity. With the fortunately, I wasn't one of the unlucky ones who got put ashore at Catalina for about 5 minutes. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to see the folks, and everyone's names, which you don't really get a chance to do at conventions. So.
Yeah, very nice. Now you come over to America to do these conventions from time to time. Do you enjoy? I know it's a long trip, but do you enjoy the travel and meeting the audience over here?
Yeah, I mean, they are very definitely, it's a work experience. And when we first started doing conventions many years ago now, I think all the actors leapt at the chance of, a chance to visit America and to do the conventions. And then after a while, you realise actually it's in many ways it's harder work than doing a job, because there you're simply playing a part. Here you're having to be yourself, and some of us aren't that good at that. We tend to prefer to hide behind the mask of whatever it is we're playing. But that being said, I mean, this particular convention is always enormous fun.
Do fans ask you about some of the other work that you've done, such as Campion or All Creatures Great and Small, as well as?
Well, they generally ask about the things that they've seen over here, and the first thing that I was seeing over here was All Creatures Great and Small. So yes, they definitely do ask about that, and also Campion, which came out into the Mystery Theatre heading. So they ask about that. Yes, and they're always interested in other work that I've been doing. Well, it's quite difficult. I was very fortunate in the early years that most of the stuff I did turned up over in America. More recently, I've been doing lots of stuff on television, but it hasn't normally appeared on American TV.
Now, you actually, we're taping this in 2003. You actually left the part of Doctor Who about almost 18 years ago.
More than that, actually.
And you've had an incredibly versatile career since then, as stage and television, and even some film. I wanted to know if things had happened very differently, and they were still making Doctor Who today, and now considering you for the Doctor, looking back on your career and what you've done since, how might your career now have affect your portrayal of the Doctor if you were playing him now? Or does it? Because you are still playing him in a way.
Well, I am still playing him in a way, yes I am. I don't know. I have no idea really is the answer to that. I think probably it would be, well, he'd be less youthful, I suppose, is a very obvious answer to that. I wouldn't be running down the corridors quite so quickly.
Easier to come across as wise?
Yeah, I think more wiser, and I think maybe that... I think the way I would have thought the way I'm doing it on the audio CDs, which, although I've not consciously made him any different than the way I played the Doctor in the first place, I think it is necessarily different because you do grow older.
Well, let's talk about the audios for a moment, because these did you have, in the wildest imaginings, after you'd left the part and you're going on and you're doing other things, and you must have known, even because Doctor Who was extremely popular at the time, that there would always be some fan interest out there and maybe conventions and things for going on beyond your time at the show. But now there's books and there's audios, and this conventions are still going on, and could you possibly see it? And we can see it going on and on.
Well, I mean, the audios very definitely fill a gap. I didn't do anything to connect it with Doctor Who directly connected to Doctor Who while the programme was being made, because I didn't want to, really. I mean, the thing about the audios is I think they fill a gap, and in the absence of the programme being made, which is a shame, it's nice to give the fans something of Doctor Who, so I think that's terrific. I think if another Doctor took over the part, if it was the series, a TV series was made again, and another Doctor took over, I think I'd probably stop doing the audio CDs. There kind of wouldn't be a need for it, and I'd also feel a bit like I was stepping on another person's toes. As it stands at the moment, they fit in perfectly, because we can each do, all the Doctors are ex-Doctors in a sense, so we can do our audio CDs.
Do you feel that the quality of the scripts and the adventures that those audios take you on give you opportunities to really stretch, or to or is it just?
No, I think they give the writers an opportunity to stretch. I don't think they give the actors very. I mean, I'm not asking for that. I don't think you can really stretch the part of the Doctor very much. But certainly they give the writers enormous opportunity, because of course you can deal in as big a budget as you like if you're doing audio. You can put yourself in the most extraordinary scenes and conjure it up simply by sound effects and the acting. So from that point of view, I think it's marvellous for the writers, because they can do really whatever they want.
Do you enjoy working on the audios because you don't have to? There's not a huge amount of makeup, or you have to wear the costumes. You have to be on set.
Well, it's mainly you don't have to learn the lines. More to the point. You can just go in there with your script. Obviously, you have to do a little bit of research on it, read it a couple of times. But then, what I like about it is instant, and you can get tremendous energy on the audio CDs.